Josh Rock was 4-0 behind to Gwin Price, who was blasting him off the board. Gwin Price was 7-4 up in that race to 8. Josh Rock pulled it back. It went to a deciding leg.
171.
And with darts like that from the Iceman, you can see why he's won 3 times on the Pro Tour already. More than anyone else.
140. Goen, you require 135. 35.
Now that could be
Joshua
costly.
require 164.
Needs a straight ton. Rock on 164. Another one of those. Ooh, not quite. Would have left him a shot at the bull. Just checks his score. He was hoping it might have gone in, but deep down he knew it was just a little bit too high. But a great setup, and Price throwing the pressure here.
Favourite double.
Game shot in the first leg. Goen Price. Second leg, Josh to throw third.
On the crest of a wave at the minute. Is he going to cash in?
Well,
he's certainly crashing in. Maximums. 2 in this leg alone. He's riding the crest of a wave, as you say.
Require 41.
It's for a level game, and it is a level game.
Josh Rock.
Nice and simple.
An
11 darter for the Northern Irishman. But here we go, Gwin Price. Here we go, Gwin Price.
77.
Just looking at his darts edge, doesn't seem to be holding the flight correctly.
140.
I think he's going to change it.
Yeah, he's going to do some more repairs.
Throws one in the crowd. He's having a pit stop.
Just a fresh flight required. Those aluminium stems, they're quite tight at the top. Do grip the flight, sorry. I'm not sure whether these are some sort of white polished chrome aluminium stem things it's got going on there, but seems to have resolved the problem.
Certainly does. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. Rock might get an opportunity unless Price takes this out, and he's got to hit a treble 20. Doesn't find it, so there is a potential break back.
65.
And another 11 dart leg. Well, Josh Rock hit an 11 dart leg in leg 2. He hits a 12 dart leg in leg 5, and we're back on throw.
Well, Josh Rock has only had 4 darts at double through this match 59. So far. And he's won 3 legs. So the chances he's been given by Gwin Price, he has very much grasped them.
Might get a chance to break here as well. Guess he can't get down to a finish. So Josh Rock has got 6 darts here. Dinosaurs are in.
60.
No treble. So guess he will feel here. Ton minimum, and he's still a shout. One of those would be pretty handy.
96.
Is that enough?
Josh will require 150.
Well, Josh Rock could go into the lead for the first time in this game. He might well, you know, he has done, you know.
In the 7th leg, Josh Rock.
Stellar stuff from Josh Rock. $180.
Record-breaking pace from Rock.
140.
That's now 10 maximums for Josh Rock.
140.
Across this weekend. 5 of them in this game alone. Same as he did yesterday.
57. Josh will require 81.
For another 11 dart leg. It felt inevitable. He's just not missing. He's 5 from 6. He's firing in the maximums. He's averaging 114 at the moment. He's on course to break the tournament record that is held by Gwin Price. Cross or Ratisky, who meet next. They're playing draw order today. And he's firing in again. Another 2 treble visit.
That's the difference. Gwin Price throws 56, and then Josh Rock is twice in the treble 19, punishing him. But Gwin Price is not letting go just yet.
Joshua required 93.
It's a good one. Hang on, he's
Yeah,
gone in the wrong
side of the wire.
Yeah,
They needed the one next door, but he'll be back because Gezi is a mile away. Well, it's not quite going to be a record-breaking average for Josh Rock, but it's going to be pretty close to it.
32.
If he can take out double 16, he does take out double 16, and Josh Rock rolls on here in Munich. A wonderful, wonderful performance, averaging over 111. He's seen off Gwin Price, who averaged just under a ton himself. Rock means business here as he searches a second European Tour title. What a start to the afternoon. The Iceman has gone. Rock rolls on. Rock beats Price by 6 legs to 4.
Good against Suljevic, not good against Smith, but he's back being good again here. If he can maintain this, he knows how to win these titles. He knows how to win titles. He's got loads, Krzysztof Ratajski.
He just turns up and plays his own game, doesn't he, Ratajski? Never looks
89.
flustered, just plays his game. I think when you draw him, you think, yeah, this is going to be tough. I'm going to have to play decent to beat him. He's not just going to roll over and fall out of the tournament.
95.
Very much here for business, Ratajski. You see him usually on his own in the practice room. Sits around, sort of plays on his phone for a bit, then goes and has a chuck, keeps himself to himself, and then just goes up there and grinds people into a fine paste.
Yeah, why not? Fill it up just in case.
43.
Double 16, this is where he wants to be at the end of legs. Double 8 does the job.
Krzysztof Ratajski.
The distraction technique ignored by Ratajski. Won 3 ranking titles as a non-tour card holder. Nobody's ever done that before. They actually changed the rules because of Krzysztof. So if you're a non-tour card holder, you win a title, you are the first one to get the call to come and top up the players. They don't just go on the Challenge Tour ranking or whatever. Because they thought, we can't... He's got to be the first one we call. He's better than most of these lot.
He's getting stuck in again here. Sadly, the wrong side of the wire.
83.
I feel that's a bit light after that first dart, but he is down to a finish on the cross throw.
$140. Krzysztof, you require 101.
Double 19. Now for a breaker throw. 212s. Ooh, wild from Ratajski.
Rob, you require 75.
It's the first dart he's had to break cross in this game. He's unable to take it. And cross shut the door. He'll only get 1 maximum. Double top the target. 2 out of 3 on the double so far.
55. Krzysztof, you require 24.
Is this the turning point in the match? Ratajski looking at 212s.
Game on the 6th leg.
13 dart break of throw. Rob Cross
7th leg is
quenching his thirst.
$100.
Ratajski not going to leave a finish. Now, it's an aggressive route to go on the 20s from 305. More and more players are doing it.
Rob, you require 149.
But he really has. The scoring's left him a little bit the last 2 legs, Krzysztof. Double 20 for double 16.
You called it.
137.
That dart, double 16 in the last leg, felt as good as the game. All of a sudden, this is right in the balance here. Christoph
30.
again, another really
Rob, you
loose
require
visit.
12.
Very irrelevant, you would feel anyway. This for a level game, double 6. Now then, decisions. Yeah, just go for it, get it. That's the way to do it.
Rob cross.
Remarkable. This will help Christoph's cause.
42.
Trebleless visit. What can Ratajski do here? He'd love to fill this up. Right on cue, Christoph. Right on cue.
140.
I mean, take that. That's a significant uptick in his scoring on the last couple of legs, leaving 64 after 4 visits to the board.
Christoph, you require 64.
How many darts at double does he get? He'll get 2, but he's looking at tops. I don't think that's what he really wanted, but it'll certainly work. 14 darter, the rot is stopped, and Rob Cross must win the last 2 legs. How has he not got sponsors all over his shirt? He's just got his manufacturer and the tournament sponsor, I think. People should be throwing money at this guy.
180.
Because it looks like he's going through to the quarterfinals to face Josh Rock and taking out the world number 6.
123.
Slips into the 3 segment, doesn't get down to a finish. Ratajski's got the luxury of setting this up. He'll set it up pretty well. He'll set it up very well. This is a strong end to the game from Christoph Ratajski, just when it looked like he might be fading.
Nothing Cross can do here but hope.
140.
He's left himself on top, but Ratajski
47.
should be getting 2 for the match. 15 the target. Safely done. Double 16 then. For a place in the last 8 in Munich. Job done, and listen to that roar from Christoph Ratajski. That meant plenty to him. Voltage is out here in Munich, but Christoph Ratajski rolls on. He'll take on Josh Rock in the quarterfinals tonight. Another solid game of darts from the Polish Eagle. He is through.
I just think that the way he's talking, the way he's approaching the sport, I think it's changed. Not drastically, but he's never been a
60.
bombastic individual, Ryan Joyce. Very understated. Always quick to praise other players, say, oh, they're amazing, they're better than me. But things are changing. He's now believing what people have been saying about him being the best finisher in the world. And I think he's sort of internalised that, and he's starting to believe that he can achieve things he's never done before.
84.
Well, something he's also never done before is forget to bring his dart shirt to work. The only more embarrassing thing you can do than that is actually forget your darts. Thankfully, he hasn't.
140. Ryan, you require 32. Game shot
14 dart start.
Ryan Joyce.
No shirt, no problem. Like Woodhouse or Ed House, Ricardo Pietrezco, somebody like that. But they are very much in the hunt for a spot at Blackpool.
96.
Yeah, well, if you look at the bottom end of that current crop of 16 players in the race for the match play,
61. Niels, you
majority of them have
require
been eliminated
170.
in this particular event. Still yet to see a big fish this weekend. Could we see one popped today, maybe? Not on this
60.
occasion from Zonville. Yeah, Woodhouse has gone.
140.
Pietrezco's gone, Barney's
Niels,
gone,
you
Gurney's
require
gone.
110.
Gurney's gone because of this man, Niels Zonville. Looking at tops.
70.
Ryan Joyce has a ton of his own here.
100.
Going to a 3-leg lead.
Gets the treble for double 16.
68.
So deadly on that double, can't
Niels,
find it
you
on this
require
occasion.
40.
That would have been 3-0 and a double break.
Games
Bit of
on the
relief
third
for
leg.
Niels Zonville.
Niels Zonville. Fourth leg, Ryan third first.
Nothing to split him in this leg.
'91.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. He is on tops after 9 darts. This will be a horrible leg to lose for Niels Zonville. Well, I can't get the double-double finish started.
36. Niels, you require 40.
Well, he put the graft in with a really impressive setup shot.
Games on the sixth leg.
And he completes
Niels
the job.
Zonville.
But Zonville's just been quietly going about his business, and this last year or two is starting to make more strides in the game.
190.
It might be his time to get a bit of the limelight.
Yeah, the trajectory's been up, hasn't it? Even in this game, the trajectory's been up for Niels
57.
Zonville.
Ryan, you require
Maybe a microcosm of
164.
how things are going for him at the moment. Ryan Joyce could level us up with a 164, and he does do exactly that. Ryan Joyce.
Ninth leg and Niels to third first.
I guess the beauty of
60.
having 48 left is you do have quite a big surface area to aim for, and even though he wanted double 16, he had the insurance.
I can only assume he
97.
didn't like the lie of that dart. It was lying a little bit flat in the treble 20, which is why he didn't stay. But Niels Zonville digging in, trying to find a way. Turn this round, but it's going to be very difficult. Oh, it's half a dozen perfect scoring visits in this match for Ryan Joyce, who is scoring perhaps as well as we've ever seen him.
$140. Ryan, you require 84.
Both lads level on 84. Ryan Joyce to win it.
78.
He can't
Niels,
win it.
you require 84.
Well, this is big. This is very big for the Dutchman. Surely he can use that. Oh, he's dropped it
72.
below the wire. Twice in
Ryan,
2
you
legs, he's
require
had
6.
chances and he's passed them up.
10 missed darts at double for Niels Zonville. And he is beaten and knocked out of the tournament. Huge frustration and an end to a brilliant weekend for Triple Z, but it is turning into another brilliant Euro Tour campaign for relentless Ryan Joyce.
Attire. There he is, the legend of the European Tour.
170.
And this fella's the legend of the European Tour as well. 37 wins. Next, Peter Wright with 9.
95. Michael, you require 132.
Doesn't have to go the champagne shot route. Nicely done, and he'll be back for a breaker throw. And Ryan Searle needs to get his scoring boots on here because he's nowhere near it at the minute. This is more like it.
180. Michael, you require 40.
2
Games
lots.
on the second leg. Michael Van
40
Goen.
for Michael Van Goen to finish the first 2
Third
legs.
leg, Michael to throw first.
There's a breakdown early on here.
99.
He's had a couple of darts that haven't scored, hasn't he? Michael ran into a wall of tungsten and ended up on the floor.
100.
Well, the victory yesterday against Kim Huybrechts, and it was a close one against Kim Huybrechts as well. MVG said he can't give Kim any kind of confidence. Managed to pull it out of the bag eventually. And what he meant by that was MVG was in a similar position yesterday and allowed Huybrechts back in.
99.
You will not want to do something similar against Ryan Searle here.
Oh, he survived match darts. Here is bullseye. Oh, nicely done, Ryan Searle. On the board with a break and throw and a magnificent 130 checkout. That's more like it, he says. 9-7 for Van Gerwen. Looking to break straight back here. Would have wanted more than that. Searle with a 2-treble visit here will fancy he's going to level up the game. Just checking it's in.
130. Mike, can you require 150?
Finish.
$88. Ryan, you require 56.
Tops.
36.
He doesn't
Mike,
like it, Ryan Searle.
50.
Grimace on his face. 50 for MVG. Go back to a 2-leg cushion.
On the 4th leg. Michael Van Gerwen.
Well, wonder what's ticking through Ryan Searle's head after missing that
5th
opportunity.
leg, Mike going to throw first. Game on.
3 successive breaks of throw.
180.
Mighty Mike means business.
46.
Oh, he's back, he's back. And MVG is back in the treble 20.
180.
6 into the 9.
140. Mike,
Are we going to get perfection here in Munich? We threatened it. And now the shot is very much on. Double 12 for the perfect leg for mighty Michael Van Gerwen. Look at that, he says. Searle applauds, the crowd applaud. Perfection in Munich for mighty Mike. I think even he's impressed with that one. There you go, the 9-darter. He's in good shape here, 4-1. And averaging in excess of 107.
100.
Well, it's his first 9-darter since the Hungarian Darts Trophy last year.
15.
And we know what happened in that tournament.
We do. He's rather less enthusiastic about that visit.
95.
That's the thing. Darting perfection, but it is just one leg. And we spoke about yesterday's game, MVG against Kim Huybrechts.
95.
Searle is only a break
100.
behind. He's running out of time, but he's
154.
only a break behind. Oh, this would be brutal. This will be brutal. He's done him again. 154 for Van Gerwen. And all Searle can do is nod in approval. Even he's impressed.
To start the weekend, having lost more games than he's won. That doesn't happen with MVG.
96.
There is the magical 9, but rewind to leg 4 of this match.
59.
Ryan Searle missed 2 darts to level it up at 2-2. Van Gerwen stepped in, took out 50, then hit a 9, and then whacked him with a 154.
58. Michael McGuire, 157.
Well, it's not like they needed another injection of noise, this Munich crowd.
81.
They've seen a 9-darter followed by a 154.
$140. Michael McGuire, 76.
Well, this would be comprehensive for Michael Van Gerwen, 3-time winner of this event. And he might well make it 4 playing darts like that this weekend. Ryan Searle, utterly helpless against MVG. The Green Machine imperious and marches on to the quarterfinals here in Munich. A 9-dart leg in the mix of that as well. A 154 outshot. Ryan Searle could simply do nothing. Van Goen loving it.
Well, the crowd slightly
96.
more quiet than they were about 10 minutes ago when Michael Van Gerwen was entertaining them royally. A 9-darter, the first on the tour this year. You were out in the arena. What was it like out there when that 9 darts went in?
Well, to be honest, I was outside having a chat with Ryan Joyce, and as we walked back in, I heard the screams from darts 7 and 8 and managed to stick my head around the door just as the last one landed, just to see a sort of forest of arms and sweaty German people bouncing around.
59.
So, yeah, it was good.
Ryan in good spirits?
Yes, very good spirits after that victory against Niels Zonneveld, and it'll be MVG for him next.
Yeah, should be a good game, that one. Just shows, though, doesn't it, that Michael Van Gerwen faced 3 match darts last night. Scrapes through by the skin of his teeth.
39.
Hits the 9, averages 105 near enough, and he's into the quarterfinals. Smith hoping to draw first blood here. Treble 18. Nicely found. Now needs the double. Brilliant. Brilliant start for Smith. An early break of throw for Ross Smith.
Second leg, it's Ross to throw first.
Does from time to time get some weird bounce-out issues, Dave Chisner.
60.
Means he's not yet down to a finish. He should be down to something much more makeable than Ross Smith's 161. He might not be.
77.
That was a really useful last start for him,
161.
and it leaves him on a very makeable finish. Will he get a look at said finish? He will. I get the feeling, even at this early stage, that Chisnell's got to get this
65.
done on this visit.
Dave call 120.
Negotiate past that one. Can't do. Radar is off here for Dave Chisner.
Rasma 96.
There's your Chizzy Cup. Is it glass half full or half empty? Ross Smith needs 2 8s. Very much half empty now. Chisnell 3 behind.
Oh, this has the feel of a training session for Ross Smith here. He's just having a nice relaxed chuck at the board, ticking along at 100 average, and Dave Chisnell has not been able to cause him any issue. That could change. It should change in this leg. But Ross Smith can set himself up here, and Dave Chisnell may only get 1 at the bullseye from 83. Oh, look at this.
70.
He didn't want the ball, he wanted the 25, but he's left himself single to double.
This has got to go. It's going to be a 16 bed. He needs a little red bid, and Dave Chisnell finds it.
Dave Chisnell, 6 legs Ross to throw first.
Finally, he says. Surely we're not going to get another one now.
Believe it. Believe it, it could be happening.
Now they've woken up in Munich. Well, Dave Chisnell, is he about to produce something very, very special here? How are we going to get 2 in 2 games? No, disappointment. And the thing is, he's on a 9. And he might lose the leg.
And Ross Smith was stuck on 11 after 9 darts in the last leg, didn't get a go. That is an 11 darter. This is brutal stuff from Ross Smith.
7th leg it's Dave to throw first.
This is a top quality performance from Ross Smith.
13th time these have met with 6-6 coming into it, but for the 3rd time this year, looks like Ross Smith is going to brush aside the challenge of Chisnell.
60.
You're right to mention, Dan, we've had some great averages. Even Ryan Joyce was just a click under 100 average.
Yeah, RATISKI very, very assured. All right, the numbers aren't
56.
stratospheric. It was a very good display to be Rock Ross.
121.
Some big names playing some big-time darts today. And Ross Smith is playing some excellent stuff. Not going to win it in this visit, but he's going to set this up and get
89.
multiple match darts in a game where he's only missed 2 darts at double.
Here he comes then to wrap it up in style. 2 16s for a place in the final 8 tonight. Oh, it's 2 8s. He knows he's got time, but doesn't want to get untidy at this stage, and he doesn't. Wraps it up. Almost apologises to Dave Chisner, but Smith is through his average, well over 102 there. Finding 3 180s and 60% on the doubling. No Euro Tour joy in Munich for Dave Chisner, blown away early on. And it's Smudger who goes through. He'll take on the winner of our next match, Martin Schindler against Jan van Veen. But Smith is through. He's beat Chisner by 6 legs to 2.
And I guess by virtue of that, might be running into each other a little bit more frequently.
Yeah, potentially. Shindy just outside the top 20 at the moment, but if he's still playing tonight in the semis or the final, he'll be jumping up a couple of spaces. He could overtake Dimmy and Michael Smith in the world rankings. And even Ryan Searle if he wins the title. Shots.
Martin 92.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Martin Schindler. That takes confidence. And there is no shortage of that running through the wall here in Munich. What a response from Jan van Veen.
I mean, Göttingen fall at this stage, and a cracking game with Gary Anderson, only lost it by the odd leg.
How good is this from the German #1? Both players averaging over 100.
96.
Can't take your eyes off of this. And he can't take his eyes off of that treble 20. He is locked in, Martin Schindler.
Martin 41.
This for an 11 darter. What a leg from Martin Schindler.
6 legs Schindler to go first.
You kind of expect it with these two, though.
57.
Well, Jan van Veen, if he is going to miss the treble 20, he wants it to miss below. Makes it much easier to approach with the following 2 darts.
Gianluca 130.
Ooh. Well, he went to the 18s there, I presume, because he felt that Martin Schindler, averaging 104, is not going to take the 170. And he'd be right, but it was a guess.
96. Gianluca 16.
There'll be no guessing about this. He knows exactly what he needs. And he finds what he needs. Finds himself level with Martin Schindler.
7th leg, it's Martin.
Deathly silence from this Munich crowd. For 100.
It's a bit like Jan had this amazing Grand Slam of Darts campaign last year, ended up losing to Gary Anderson, and it was a bit like this, but in a much longer format, where they're both playing amazingly, and Jan just could not find a way to break Gary Anderson.
180.
32 left from here, you would expect. Well, he may hit the 12. Yeah.
132.
Pressure.
Gianluca 67.
This for yet another hold. Has just one opportunity. That is an example of holding your nerve. Feel for him. He's played well, Martin Schindler. Really good against Johnny Clayton yesterday. 2 trebleless visits on the bounce have left him in a horrible spot with Jan van Veen needing 167 to win a place in the quarter-final.
100, Gianni 167.
No need to go treble 19 and ball. He's got the option. Oh, and he went for it. Jan van Veen, well, you think Schindler's back on nearly 300, I can do what I want. Little smirk for the Dutchman there.
140, Gianni 25.
This to win the match for Jan van Veen, who left it late to break Martin Schindler. And he wants double 4 to break his heart as well. Well, he's missed it. He has missed match darts. He missed the bullseye for a 167 that he didn't need to go for. Schindler does need to go for this, and sharpish.
$58.
Double 2.
4.
To beat Martin Schindler and reach the quarterfinals. The German #1 is gone. Jan van Veen persisting all the way through the game, chasing and chasing and chasing. As soon as Schindler had an off leg, Van Veen pounced, and he is through to face Ross Smith in the quarter-finals tonight.
Well, he didn't just beat Danny Noppert yesterday, beat him well. The 9th seed crashed out. It's the first game of the afternoon session. Beat him by 4 clear legs. Peter Wright was good as well, wasn't he, against Mike De Decker, but this particular visit is not good.
24.
Yeah, he was very strong, played a really good game, averaged just under 99. Comfortable against De Decker, really. He took control early on. Rasma can't get to the double just yet. He is on double 18, and he will be back for it for an early break of throw. It's a matchup that just hasn't worked, has it, for Rasma? His numbers, his averages against Peter Wright, nothing spectacular. They're hoping to put that right. He made an interesting comment after his opening game when he averaged under 88, beating Robert Grundy. I'm not bothered about the averages, I just want to get through to the final day. Well, he's done that. Now can he take the next step and get to the final evening? He opts to split. Now then. Darts missed by Rasma. Made a bit of a mess of that, hasn't he?
A really big mess if this goes. It could, you know. It has, you know. Peter Wright with a 1-2-1 in leg 1. Joe likes it. They like it. Can you hear us? Hello.
89.
Rasma down to a finish. Peter Wright looking to join him. He will leave the 1-2-1 that he took out in the opening leg. This would be good. Oh, this would be very good. Beautiful. Rasma Taz with a showstopper. The 145 to level up the match at 2-2, and a punch of the air. Like not done yet. Peter Wright. We'll play Luke Little or Joe Cullen if he wins here.
81.
Remarkable record on the European Tour.
Well,
59.
Josh Rock is currently 15th in the race for the match play. Danny Noppert's 16th, he's gone. Ross Smith is 17th. Peter Wright is 14th, so
140.
this is obviously important in the context of just this weekend and focusing on the event. But also quite important in the race for the match play.
41.
Consider which players are remaining.
40.
Peter Wright hoping to be one of them, of course.
And Joyce
Well, there's your break. Now, will there be a response from Rasma? He's got to be perfect from here, Madars Rasma. Well, he's woken up. He's finding the big numbers. He's threatening to break the throw. Maybe we've written him off too early.
Well, we said that Jan van Veen left it late in the last game to break Martin Schindler in a game that was just only going on throw. Is this a late flurry from Madars Rasma? Maybe that puts the brakes on things.
Yeah, be disappointed not to be a little bit lower than the 148, because a 140 here and right back in the contest in leg 9.
83.
It's not down to a finish, so Rasma's got 6 at this. That's a wayward second dart. Well, that one's better.
Well, he wanted 54 to leave himself in a better spot, but he's in a pretty good one right behind Madars Rasma here. Well, this game is still alive. It's a break of throw, and now Madars Rasma is throwing to level the match and take us to a deciding leg. 93 average for Peter Wright, 90 for Madars. Was kicking around at 87 for the majority of it, but obviously a couple of 170 plus visits and a 180 in the last few legs has nudged the needle a little bit.
Snake bite. As his supporters here in Germany, they love him here, and they'll love to see him take this out in style. He doesn't need to. He's got 6 at it. So he'll go for the treble 20 route. Another one of those. Well, he's made a sizable dent in the required target, and he'll be back for the match, needing 64. Rasma could do with a max here, just to really give Wright a tap on the shoulder.
Well, moved across, tried to almost throw it around the side of that dart below the treble 20. So Peter Wright then to book his place in the quarterfinals. Well, he can't take that chance. So match darts missed for Peter Wright. This is for a level match. He's already popped a 145 in this game, Madars Rasma. Now he wants a 135 to stay alive. That's 25.
I think he might have been in trouble there, Rasma, anyway, because I'm not sure how... Well, he could see the ball because he got it, but it didn't look like he could. Double 8 for the match then for Peter Wright, and a place in the last 8 in Munich. Before... Peter Wright, once again, beats Madars Rasma. 9 times they've met, 9 times Peter Wright has beaten the Latvian. A smile on the face of Rasma and a hug at the end of it, but it's Peter Wright who prevails. He'll take on the winner of our final game, Litler and Joe Cullen to come. Averaging nearly 102. The signs are he's got up that average here today.
170.
Can we follow? No, we can't. Won't get a chance to take out the 170.
23. Luke require 86.
Next door for double 8s. Not found. There has been a little weakness in his game in recent weeks. He has missed a few doubles, as Luke Litler. No missing there from Joe Cullen.
The leg Luke to throw first.
It's better from Joe. Josh Rock's performance was eye-catching earlier. He'll be hoping to pick up a second European Tour title, but we might well get another brand new winner. The last 2 Euro Tours have produced first-time winners. Big fish again for Cullen. There has been a dearth of fish. Big ones or small ones.
Yeah, true enough. Don't see the 167 either. Not in this leg.
57. Joe requires 74.
42 for 32. Ooh, just pulls it into that double seven.
Joe requires 110.
Brutal from Litler. Steps in after Cullen misses and makes him pay. Break a throw.
It's all right, this though, from Cullen. I know he's had some real shocking displays this year in amongst some really good stuff, but he said that it's the first game. I'm feeling nervous in the first game in tournaments. If I get through that, which he managed to do against Mickey Mansell, he feels he can sort of settle down and play his better stuff. And Joe Cullen's best stuff's amazing.
140.
Yeah, he's rocks or diamonds at the moment for Joe Cullen.
140.
It's a lovely setup, but will he get a look at the finish he's left? He will, because Litler is wasteful.
41. Joe, you require 40.
An off leg for Litler. And this time it's Cullen who's in, right in the middle of the red bit at the top end of the board, and he breaks straight back.
And Litler is not operating at the godlike level that we saw from him yesterday.
95.
This is the beatable version of Litler.
57.
You always feel someone will get the chance to get rid of him, but it's whether that chance is taken. Great use of the board there to leave the big fish. Lunno with a big visit here. Fill it up, Joe, fill it up. Not quite. There is a big fish of sorts. It might be a big fish, a real one. Yes, there we go. Reel it in, Luke, reel it in. First of the weekend, we've had a 9-darter today. Now we've had the big fish. Everybody's happy. Dart in front.
59.
Well, opportunities here for another break. Can Cullen capitalise on it? Needs to get rid of that big one.
40.
Well, that's two really light visits for Cullen, and they're coming just at the wrong time.
100.
Yeah, this last minute or so, things have started to turn.
140. Luke require 108.
Tops. 5-2, Luke Litler, now a leg away.
Game on. 100.
Looked like he was having a moment of quiet contemplation there, that fella, didn't he?
58.
Well, there's no margin for error for Joe Cullen, and that is a bit of a slip.
94.
It's a great last start. So Litler will get a look at 120 for the match. Joe Cullen needs to go big, but he can't find a way past.
57.
Well, he's left the big fish, but Litler for the match needs Shanghai.
The fourth ton-plus finish of the game. And to wrap it up,
100.
match start missed, and having already seen a 170 hit against him, not going to produce one himself.
No, so it's all faithful. Double 10 for Luke Litler, and a place in the final 8 in Munich. Kisses the out wire and then gets the job done. Well, it's just a fraction under a ton the average. Joe Cullen played pretty well, but that 170 in the sixth leg really was a game changer, with Cullen waiting on a double of his own. It was one of 3 ton-plus outs from the world champion. Cullen's campaign is over in Munich. Litler marches on, looking for a second Euro Tour title of the year.